Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the challenge, kill a Wendigo in the Wendigo cave. It's a daily challenge today. So this is more for low levels. I did make a video a while back about this, but I'm going to just touch base on the strategy that I use. This is fairly painful to get through, but it doesn't have to be too much. Couple things, of course. Make sure no one else is in the cave or has been there before. Otherwise, you go through all this tedious effort and only to find that Wendigo doesn't spawn. There are going to be circumstances where he doesn't spawn. Either someone's been there before, or it's bugged or glitched, and he just doesn't spawn. So that's just how it is. Best to bring a friend if you have a friend to get through if you want, but you don't actually have to kill anything except in general the Wendigo. You might have to kill some Milo crabs. You generally can avoid the kings. The kings are really painful, and likely you will die many times because those kings are sort of two-shotting you or one-shotting you. Make sure your weapons are actually in a state that you can actually get there. You have stim packs, things like that. So you're going to need the general stuff to get through there. Showing up with lack of resources is probably not going to end well for you. So I'm going to try and get through this with my low level character. I do have a low level 20 character here, we're going to try and get through this with just that character. I might have to bring in my other character. We'll have to see. So in general, what I'm going to do is we're going to kill a few enemies at the beginning of the cave. I'm going to show you, if you've got marsupial, you can just jump up on one of the ledges. I'll show you where that ledge is. I don't have it on this character, so I'm going to have to go around. So I'll probably run into more enemies than I normally would. But even on jumping up on that ledge, there's a couple of ghouls up there. But I'll see if we make it through. I'll backtrack and I'll show you where that ledge is. So first of all, there's generally a couple, 2-3 ghouls that will spawn in this area. There's one right here. Now I do have my other character in the area. That's why I'm seeing these higher level enemies. I'm hoping as we get in, we'll get less of those. Otherwise, we'll just have to deal with them as we go through them. Now the nice thing is if you do die, you will spawn like an event. It'll spawn at the beginning of the cave, just like that. So you want to generally exit the cave, although I think I've seen some situations where it throws you out. But in general, so don't turn around, just kind of turn to the right here. If you turn around and you run this way, you will run out the cave, which is kind of annoying. So just kind of run this way, back in and down. Okay, so we're just going to keep on going straight down. This one's pretty easy to get through. There is a stash box here sometimes. We'll get down to it in a little bit. There's a mole rat in a stash box just coming through this section here. For those who are familiar, it's right over there. The mole rat will spawn when there's a stash box, typically. Okay, so just keep on going. So now we're at the section where there's kind of like a circular area here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a right. I'm going to try and run past all the Mirelurks. There's probably going to be a king that's going to spawn. Most of the time they will not chase you. On a bad day they will chase you and kill you repeatedly and make your life miserable. But try and see, it's very easy to get disorientated in this cave. Try and stick to the wall. There's kind of like 2 hops we're going to do. There's one that's kind of through a kind of little hole, if you will, with a pillar that kind of throws them off and confuses them. I'll show you where that's at. And then we're going to run towards where the power armor generally is. There's not always power armor. So take a right. A Mirelurk generally, well, there we go. The king gets spawned. Try and take your right. If you go down to the left, you'll get very confused and it throws you off your game. Okay, just stick to the wall. There's another crab here. Again, just keep on going. And you'll see this hole, yeah, you just jump through this hole. This tends, for whatever reason, seems to throw them off the game, and they seem to kind of lose you. So there's some power armor here. What I do is I jump up here on this section here, and I just kind of hide here for a little bit. Now, sometimes they will show up here, and they'll probably kill you. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll see if we can take care of this guy. Now, if the king shows up, there's quite a few of them. They don't always show up here, so it's not most of the time. We've got a baby Milo there. Let's see if we can deal with these guys quickly. Unfortunately, these are higher level than I would like. Okay, so he's down. So most of the time they will not actually chase you yet. Sometimes, like today, as you notice, the king didn't chase us yet, but sometimes the king will actually come. Now, if you have marsupial, you can actually jump up there. What you need to do is, you'll notice there is I think there's a med box. Oh, there it is. There's like a med box at the bottom here. So where we want to jump is, you see this kind of rock here? Right over there, you kind of sit over here, and once you make sure that you make sure your health is full, and then once your health is full, you can actually jump up there, no problems. But it has to be this kind of location. Of course, if you have a jetpack, you can just probably go to the top there, right? But because my character does not have any of those, we are going to head back. Now we want to go kind of in that direction. There's actually two ghouls at the top here. I'll see if I can come back afterwards and show you where that ledge is. There's two ghouls up there. There's a crab right in front of us. We're gonna have to turn right. So basically, we want to go that direction. So we're gonna go up, and there's like a little pathway down, and that's gonna lead us straight to the cave. Then you don't have to deal with any of those guys. Or if you can't get up there, like us today, we are gonna go around the back. Now, you don't want to have them chasing you by the Wendigo, because then you're dealing with the Wendigo and crabs and Milo Kings all at the same time, and that's generally not a good situation. Okay, so we're going to just stick to the wall here. We're going to take a right, follow the wall here, and you should see like a little... just keep on turning right here. And you'll see, I forget this board thing here. Then you know you're kind of in the right location. The other thing I wanted to mention is, make sure you have some grenades before you come in here. I always carry 2 grenades on me for this very challenge. Make sure you have a couple grenades, because sometimes the Wendigo, a lot of the times the Wendigo doesn't drop out from the ceiling. You're going to need to throw some grenades. So make sure you have a couple grenades. Okay, so we're going to head in here. Let's see, we'll see if we can. I'm just going to fix my health here quick. I don't see the Wendigo, which is actually pretty normal, but let's see if he drops down. He generally will drop down over here in front of us, but normally doesn't, so we're going to throw grenades kind of at the middle column. Oh. I can't see him. He is here. I can see his name there. He's kind of invisible. The server may be lagging. Well, that's not really fair, is it? I can't even VATS him or anything. But the grenade will generally drop him down. Maybe we can get him in the water here. Yeah, I can't actually even see him at all. Not very fair if you ask me. I'm killing him slowly, but not quite what I was expecting. This is the first time I've seen him being invisible. That's okay. That's why. Make sure you have at least sort of 20 stim packs on you, if you can. Otherwise, you don't want to have to come down this and do this all again. Hopefully, we can survive this. Invisible Wendigo. He's probably going to have invisible loot on him. Well, I'm doing pretty well for low level considering I can't see the little bastard. Can't vat him or anything. Oh, he's right in front of me then. There we go. Let's see. There he is. So without those grenades, you wouldn't. It's very difficult to get him to drop down. Kind of just throw it at the water. Yeah, like I said. Let me try and get my bearings here quick. I think we came down there, if I'm correct. We came in this entrance there. Yeah, so we came there, just kind of throw the grenade at that pillar. You'll generally drop down in front of you, just kind of to the left there. Like I said, generally he's fine. Let me show you. So normally if you got marsupial, I'll come down this path here. So if we come in from this entrance here, you'll see this kind of visual or view as you come in. But let me show you quickly how to get in here. Let me see how overweight around 127. Oh, I'm actually out of fusion cores. That's why I'm walking so slowly. Okay, let me deal with these two ghouls. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple ghouls up here. Again, quite easy to get disorientated coming from the top here as well. You could run down the wrong way. There's sometimes a legendary up here as well. In fact, I actually saw today, I found 2 legendaries in this cave, surprisingly. Okay, somebody says there's normally 2 ghouls up here, so I just want to make sure I deal with the second one yet if he is around. Before I jump out of my power armor, otherwise we will be killed instantly. Alright, so this is the ledge I was talking about. There's the power armor down there. That's kind of where you sit, right kind of in that corner. You'll jump up here. 2 ghouls will spawn. You want to stick to your left. Let me jump out of my power armor so I can actually move quicker here. Okay, so very easy, like I said, to get disorientated. You kind of want to go to this first sort of hallway. Just kind of, if you're not heading down, you probably go in the wrong direction. So you want to head down here, and then you can kind of avoid the enemies on the left. And that'll lead you directly into the Wendigo cave. And you just throw a grenade here if he's not here. Unfortunately, somebody thought, you know, you could actually find the top of the cave, but I don't believe you can. And then you can just silver hop or to get out of the cave, or you can come back up here. No point trying to go all the way back there in general. I would just silver hop. If you want to leave or fast travel if you can, if you haven't got too much weight on you, don't bother trying to go out. But if you do want to go out, just come back up here the same way, and then we can actually jump down here, and then you can head out. I think I'll go grab that. Well, I was hoping there was going to be a fusion core in there, but level 45s. So that's pretty much it. So very easy to come stick to the right wall, come up here. If you got marsupial, jump up there. If you don't have marsupial, kind of head back here once no one's chasing you. Head around, stick to the wall, and bang, you're in a Wendigo cave. You don't have to go everywhere around. The caves are pretty big. They're pretty very confusing once you get in there. But just following that right wall will make things a lot easier. Won't make it such a tedious task to a lot of people. I have friends that don't even want to come in this cave because they hate it so much because of that very reason. So there you go. Most low levels, like I said, this video is for low levels. You know, this is a level 20. I did it with a level 30, no problem. If you got decent power armor, like an excavator, you should be fine. Just make sure you got like a decent weapon, like a hammer, or you know. I can't really comment on guns. Guns I don't really find effective at this level. Even if you're not a melee player, grab yourself a sledgehammer or a hammer, depending on your level, and then use that as kind of a backup if your weapons don't do the trick. Otherwise, bring a friend and come in together. But yeah, that's kind of the easiest way to get to the Wendigo. And like you said, I didn't have to deal with any of the Milo Kings. You run past them. They get really confused when you jump through the kind of these holes, whatever reason. They tend to get confused, or they're not out of the ground fast enough, and you're already halfway on your way. And then most times, even the crabs won't actually even follow you. Like today, I did this. This is my 4th time doing this today, and 3 out of the 4 times they didn't follow me at all. So I just had to deal with the ghouls at the beginning of the cave, and then the ghouls at the top here, and then the Wendigo itself, and it's pretty much that easy. Anyway, I hope you found it useful. If you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't, and feel free to comment if you have a better strategy or how you do yours. But yeah, it doesn't have to be as tedious or hard as most people might envision this challenge to be. It's pretty easy. Have a good one.